Hello everyone, Kathy here. Welcome to another yoga session with me. Today we are continuing with our prenatal series. So this is a morning flow class that is safe for all trimesters. So whether you're just starting on your prenatal yoga journey or you're well into your second or third trimester, this class can be great for you to get the body moving, relieve some aches and pains in the low back as well as the hips. So hopefully you'll find this class beneficial and you'll add it to your morning routine. So some of the props we're going to use are a pillow or a bolster, a block, as well as a strap. But as always, make sure you're listening to your body, taking any adjustments and modifications as needed. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to my channel to get all of my videos straight to your inbox. When you're ready, let's meet on the mat. So we're going to begin in a seated pose. So if you like, you can bring a pillow underneath your feet, bring your legs up, make yourself as comfortable as you like. So I'm going to use this pillow underneath my knees here. Just give a little bit of support in this hip opener. So making your way into a butterfly shape. Soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. Let's take a few deep breaths together. Roll the shoulders up and back. Deep breaths in and out. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. So no breath retention during our practice. Giving our body as much oxygen as we can give. Still taking those full deep belly breaths. Let's take an inhale. Start to reach the arms up. We're going to drop the right hand down onto the side. You can move the pillow out of the way. I'm grabbing for a block if you like. Placing your hand down onto the floor beside you or onto a block. Let's inhale, come up to center, switch sides, dropping your hand down on the floor or a block. Gentle lateral bend side to side. So we're not going too deep here, going at a pace that matches your own breath. And if it feels comfortable, you can come down a little bit deeper, dropping onto your forearms. So again, just listening to our bodies. We're going to do this one more time on each side. And inhale, come back up to center. Finding our way into a gentle forward fold. So here, depending on where you are in your pregnancy, you might want to use a block, or you can reach for your bolster or pillow. Just going to gently fold over, resting your head or your forearms. Nice and easy fold. Make sure we're not compressing our tummies too much. This is where a support of some kind is great for a little bit of added height. And let's inhale, come back up. Remove the props off to the side. We'll take our right leg out onto a diagonal, left sole of the foot to the inner thigh. Taking an inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to twist over towards the left side. Nice and easy twist. So remember, when we're twisting, we want to keep our belly buttons facing forward. So the twist is really coming from the upper third of the body. So keeping your belly facing forward. Breathe in. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Sit up tall. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, come back to center. And we're going to bring our hand down onto the floor to the inside of that leg, onto the block or onto a bolster. Nice, easy side bend here, without adding too much compression to our obliques. Reaching that top hand up. Option to swing this arm behind, catching the low back, opening through that top shoulder. And slowly release, come back to center, and let's switch sides. Pull the right foot in, left leg out comes onto a diagonal. Sitting up tall, inhale. We're going to twist over to the right this time, so bring your right hand back, left hand to the outer thigh, sit up tall, inhale. Belly button facing forward. So keeping the lumbar spine straight, we're going to twist through the thoracic and cervical spine, upper half of our backs. And slowly come back into center, dropping your forearm down or place your hand to the inside. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, gentle side bend. Keep grounding down through your sit bones, feeling a nice stretch through your obliques. Inhale, come all the way up. We'll pull the knees and feet back in together and come forward into a table position. Setting for some classic cat and cows here. So hips over the knees, shoulder, elbows, wrists in one line. Take a deep breath in. Let's drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, breathe out, chin in, press the hands down. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the sit bones. Exhale, round forward. Press the floor away, spread your shoulder blades. Close your eyes here. Start to make some movements to match your breath. Now we're going to start to make some body rolls. So turning laterally here. Inhale, we drop our bellies. We're going to pull up as we shift our weight towards the left. Round, shift our weight to the right, drop the belly. So moving in this clockwise motion a few times. Releasing the back and spine, and then going the opposite way. So inhale here, arching through this back. Turn to the right, round, over to the left, and back down. A few more rolls here, going counterclockwise, moving with the breath. And coming back into center. We're going to extend this right leg out, point the toes, bend the knee, kick the leg up. We're going to squeeze the hamstrings in and pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Inhale, left leg points back. Bend the knee, point the toe up. We're going to kick up for 5, 4, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstring. 3, 2, and 1. Let's curl the toes, lift the knees. Now you can come into downwards facing dog or stay in table position. Depending on how big your bump is, it might be more comfortable to just stay here. So anytime we come into downwards facing, know that you can always stay in table. Lifting your hips up and back into downwards facing dog. Take your feet out nice and wide. Give your belly some room to drop down. Bend the knees. Sinking the chest down. We're going to walk the hands back, coming into a nice wide squat. So coming to the back of your mat, grab for your block or your pillow. Place a support underneath your hips if you need. Hands together at heart center. We're just going to sway from side to side. So allow the weight to transfer from left to right. Gently bring the hands down. Push the knees apart. Lifting up through the chest. And let's release. Take the hands down. Slowly lift the hips all the way back up. Heel toe the feet together. Let's come all the way up. Inhale, big breath in, hands together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Standing tall in mountain pose. From our mountain pose, we're going to take a big step out to the right. Setting up for warrior 2. So our left toes are going to be pointing forwards. Right foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. Stretching your arms out in opposite direction. Take a big breath in. Exhale, we're going to sink the hips down. Finding your balance here, finding your breath. Take an inhale, we're going to straighten this front leg. Come into triangle. Reaching the left hand forward, right hip back. Exhale, we're going to tip down. Keep your hand on your shin. Place a block underneath your fingers or come down onto the floor. So make sure you're making the posture work for you. Top end can stay up or we can reach this arm back. Opening up through the top shoulder. And slowly release. Inhale, coming up into center. Wide-legged forward fold. Take your feet out nice and wide. Hands come onto your hips. Lift the chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to tip forward. Allow the belly some room to come down to the ground. Catch your hands on the floor. If it feels comfortable, you can drop your head down. Forearms or hands can come to the floor, walking them back so they're in line with your feet. And let's breathe in. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, and let's come up, back into standing. We're going to heel toe the feet in a little bit closer this time. Allow the toes to turn out to the side and heels to point in. We're going to slowly take a squat, nice and low here. Adjust your feet if you need to. Find a nice balance. Inhale, we're going to come up. Reach the arms up high. As we exhale, cactus arms. Drop the hips down. Inhale, let's do a few goddess squats here. Moving with our breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squat down. Breathing in and out through your nose and mouth. Moving one breath, one movement. Last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squat. Let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really straighten out the legs. Let's turn over towards the back of the mat. Turn your right toes out. Warrior 2. Nice and easy. Take your warrior 2 stance. Reach the arms out to the side. Exhale, we bend the knee. Soften your shoulders. Breathing into your hips. And we'll come into triangle, straighten up both legs. Right hand forward, left hip back. As we exhale, tip down, grabbing for your block if you need to. Place it to the inside of that front foot. Top hand can stay up or sweep behind. One more breath. And let's release. Bring it down. And come to center. Walk the feet back and close together. And we're going to drop down into kneeling position. So we're going to stretch the quads a little bit here with the help of our bolster or pillow. We're going to come into kneeling position. So the right knee is going to stay up. We're going to sit back in a half hero on our left side, and the bolster or pillow is going to go underneath our right hip. Okay, so take your foot out to the side. See how this feels for your knee joint. You can always sit up higher. Use something firm like a block if you really are having issues with the knee joint. So hugging this knee, right knee in, sit up nice and tall. Breathing here. Stretching into the left side of your quadriceps. And let's release. Tip over towards the right to allow this leg to come out, and we'll switch sides. So, bending the knee on the right side into a hero position. Check to make sure our knee feels okay. Block, bolster, or pillow comes underneath. our left hip. You're going to walk this foot in, bring it closer for a little bit of support. Sit up nice and tall. Walk this feet a little bit wider to give your belly some room. Breathing into the legs. One more breath. And let's release. Come off the pillow, lean over towards the opposite side to swing this leg out. And we'll take a seat. Setting up in reverse tabletop position. So walk your feet hip distance apart. Hands are going to turn, so your fingers are pointing towards your toes. Hands are about 6 inches behind your sit bones. On the inhale, we're going to press down to your hands and to your feet. Drive the hips up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift. Squeeze the knees together. Exhale, we drop down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Last time. And come all the way down, staying here. Cross your right ankle over the left for seated pigeon pose. So using your hand as anchors to press yourself up, lifting up through the chest. If you can go in a little bit closer, you can walk the hands in or you can walk the foot in. So just be mindful of how much we're compressing here. We do have a much better angle to control the degree of our fold from this position compared to the original pigeon pose where we're folding forward. So just be mindful of the space and distance between your belly and your thigh. Now let's switch sides. Uncross, left ankle over the right. So adjust your hands, walk yourself in a little bit closer if you can. The key here is to keep both legs engaged. So I'm actively pressing this bent knee forward and I'm pressing the bottom leg back up. So this way I don't have to be in full compression to get the stretch in my outer hip. And slowly release. Walk the feet out. Let's come forward onto our hands and knees for puppy stretch. Great stretch for the back and for the chest. I recommend you take a block or a bolster underneath your chest for a little bit more comfort. Keeping the hips stacked over the knees, we're going to stretch forward, come down onto our forearms, placing the block underneath our chest here. We're going to keep the hips up high, dropping the chest down low. Option to take the hands together in prayer, up overhead. And slowly release. Gently walk the hands back, give yourself a push. Remove the bolster or block or any prop you have underneath. And we'll come back, take a seat. Sitting tall with ankles crossed. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment here to observe the body, to observe the breath. Taking in all the benefits and the movement of this practice with you into the rest of your day. Thank you so much for moving with me. It's a pleasure to guide you through your prenatal class. Let me know if you have any questions or comments for me in the section below. Until next time, thank you and namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in another prenatal series. There's lots more to come. I'm really looking forward to sharing my prenatal yoga journey. If there's any questions I can answer or help during your prenatal journey, please leave me a comment section below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to get more videos just like this. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Namaste.